Have you ever considered how many unseen dangers surround us every single day? We're not talking about tripping over untied shoelaces or forgetting to turn off the stove. No, we're talking about the invisible threats that lurk around us, in the air we breathe, the surfaces we touch, and even within our own bodies. Welcome to our exploration of the unseen dangers in the world. You might think that what you can't see can't hurt you, but that's where you'd be wrong. From the microscopic to the cosmic, there are numerous invisible threats that could be just around the corner, or even right in front of our noses. Consider bacteria, for instance. These microscopic organisms are everywhere. On your skin, in your gut, on the food you eat, the list goes on. And while many bacteria are harmless or even beneficial, others are not so friendly. Pathogenic bacteria, the bad guys of the bacterial world, can cause diseases ranging from mild to deadly. Then there are viruses. Even smaller than bacteria, these little invaders can wreak havoc on our bodies. You might not see them, but they're there, waiting for the perfect opportunity to strike. And let's not forget about radiation. This invisible energy can come from many sources, including the sun, certain rocks, and even some of our own gadgets. While radiation is a natural part of our world, too much of it can be harmful. Prolonged exposure to high levels of radiation can lead to a variety of health issues, including cancer. Let's also consider the risk of undetected gas leaks. They are silent, deadly, and can strike when you least expect them to, leading to explosions or poisoning. And finally, the potential harm of invisible pollutants in the air. These pollutants can accumulate in our bodies over time and result in serious health issues. The air we breathe might look clean, but it can be laced with unseen pollutants from various sources such as vehicles, industries, and even from our homes. As we embark on this journey into the unseen, bear in mind that knowledge is power. The more we understand about these invisible threats, the better equipped we'll be to protect ourselves and our loved ones. So, buckle up and get ready for a ride into the world of the invisible, the microscopic, and the potentially deadly. As we delve deeper, you'll find that what we can't see might be more frightening than what we can. Dive into the microscopic world, a place where monsters truly exist. Welcome to a realm that's teeming with life, where every surface, every breath of air, and even your own body is a bustling metropolis of microscopic organisms. Now let's focus on the two main culprits, bacteria and viruses. These are the invisible monsters that lurk on your everyday items, and they're far more numerous and insidious than you might think. Consider your cell phone. It's a lifeline to the outside world, a tool for work and a source of entertainment. But did you know that it's also a hotspot for bacteria? In fact, your phone can harbor up to 10 times more bacteria than a toilet seat. That's right. Every time you press your phone against your cheek or tap out a text, you're also mingling with millions of invisible microbes. And what about viruses? These tiny invaders can multiply at an astonishing rate. Picture this. One single bacterium, given the right conditions, can divide every 20 minutes. By the end of the day, that lonely bacterium could have spawned into millions. Now imagine this happening inside your body. It's no wonder that we can fall ill so quickly when a virus decides to take up residence. But it's not just about the numbers. These minuscule monsters are also incredibly adaptable. They evolve and mutate, finding new ways to survive and thrive even in the harshest conditions. They can withstand heat, cold, and some can even survive in the vacuum of space. So, while we may tower over these microscopic beings in size, they certainly pack a punch in terms of their sheer numbers, rapid reproduction, and adaptability. The microscopic world is a fascinating place, teeming with life that's largely unseen by the naked eye. It's a world where the smallest organisms can have the biggest impact. So the next time you reach for your phone or feel a tickle in your throat, remember the unseen world that's teeming all around you. These tiny creatures might be small, but their impact can be massive. Invisible to the eye, yet deadly. Let's explore the radioactive reality we live in. This omnipresent force is a part of our everyday life, whether we realize it or not. No, we're not talking about the radiation from a nuclear fallout, but rather the natural radiation that surrounds us every day. Radioactivity is a natural phenomenon, and it's everywhere. It's in the soil beneath our feet, the air we breathe, and even the food we eat. For instance, did you know that bananas are slightly radioactive due to their potassium content? Or that Brazil nuts are the most radioactive food we consume because they grow in soil rich in radium? But it's not just our food. We're also exposed to radiation from space. cosmic rays, high-energy particles from the sun and beyond our solar system constantly rain down on us. These rays increase in intensity the higher you go. So if you're a frequent flyer, you're getting a higher dose of cosmic radiation than those of us who keep our feet firmly on the ground. Speaking of flying, let's talk about air travel. A transatlantic flight can expose you to as much radiation as about 50 chest X-rays. It's not something to panic about, but it's a fascinating fact to ponder the next time you're jetting off on holiday. And let's not forget about our homes. Building materials like granite and concrete can contain traces of uranium and thorium, both radioactive elements. Even our tap water can contain traces of radon, a naturally occurring radioactive gas. While these amounts are usually small and don't pose a significant risk, they contribute to what scientists call our background radiation, the dose of radiation we're exposed to as part of our daily lives. Despite this constant bombardment, our bodies have evolved to deal with low levels of radiation, repairing any damage to our cells that might occur. These invisible rays constantly bombard us, yet we remain oblivious to their presence. So the next time you bite into a banana or take a sip of water, remember the radioactive reality we live in. Venture into the unknown, into the dark depths of our oceans. The ocean, our planet's final frontier, is a place of mystery and intrigue, but it's also a place of pure, cold terror. The statistics alone are enough to send shivers down your spine. It's a sobering fact that we've explored less than 5% of our oceans. That's right, more than 95% of this underwater world remains uncharted, unseen, and unknown. Imagine the vastness of that. It's like standing on the edge of an alien world, peering into a darkness filled with creatures more terrifying than anything your imagination could conjure. We've all heard of the giant squid, a beast of legend and nightmare, but it's not a myth. It's real, and it's out there, lurking in the deep. Then, there's the anglerfish, a creature that looks like it's been ripped straight from your darkest nightmares. With its gaping maw filled with needle-sharp teeth and a lure that glows in the pitch black of the deep sea, it's a living embodiment of terror. But the ocean's terror doesn't stop at its inhabitants. The very environment is a nightmare of extremes. The pressure at the ocean's deepest point, the Mariana Trench, is a staggering 8 tons per square inch. That's about 1,000 times the standard atmospheric pressure at sea level. To put it in perspective, it's like having 50 jumbo jets piled on top of you. And let's not forget the temperature. The deeper you go, the colder it gets. Near the seabed, temperatures can drop to just above freezing. It's a hostile world, devoid of sunlight, filled with monstrous life forms and subjected to bone-crushing pressures and freezing temperatures. So next time you look out across the ocean's calm surface, remember the unseen terrors lurking below. The vast expanse of the ocean hides secrets far scarier than any horror movie. The world is full of scary facts that can send shivers down our spine. We've journeyed through the unseen dangers, encountered microscopic monsters, faced the radioactive reality, and dived into the dark depths. Along the way, we've uncovered some truly shocking facts. Let's take a moment to recap. We started with the unseen dangers lurking in our everyday lives. Remember the sheer number of bacteria residing on our seemingly innocent cell phones? More than you'd find on a toilet seat, indeed. It's a stark reminder that things are not always as clean as they seem, and that hand sanitizer might be more of a necessity than we thought. Then, we plunged into the world of microscopic monsters. We discovered that no matter where we are, we're never alone. Our bodies are a bustling metropolis of microbes, with trillions of bacteria, viruses, and fungi calling us home. A creepy thought, but also a fascinating one, as these tiny organisms play a crucial role in our health and well-being. Next, we face the radioactive reality of our world. We're exposed to radiation every day, from the food we eat to the flights we take. But the most surprising source? Our own bodies. That's right, we're all a bit radioactive thanks to the potassium in our cells. It's a startling fact, but one that underscores the omnipresence of radiation in our lives. Finally, we explored the dark depths of the ocean, a world more alien than anything in science fiction. We learned about the fang-toothed fish, a creature so terrifying it seems more at home in a horror movie than our planet's waters. With the deepest parts of the ocean still largely unexplored, who knows what other monstrous beings lie in wait? In the face of these scary facts, the world might seem like a terrifying place, but remember, knowledge is power. The more we know, the better we can protect ourselves and our loved ones. Stay curious, stay informed, and keep exploring the world of scary facts.